How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. So we're back with another episode of Vanguard 101, and today we're going to be talking about power positions in the game and just sort of the best spots that you can hold down when you're playing on Vanguard multiplayer. So this is just a bit of a disclaimer. This is obviously aimed towards beginner players or people that haven't played the game yet or they're about to get it. Obviously, if you've already quite experienced with the game, then you probably already know all of these spots. So just keep that in mind. It's just mainly just to help people that are looking to improve their positioning and that sort of thing. But we're going to go through every map in alphabetical order today. I'm just going to sort of talk you through the main spots that I believe are the main power positions on each one. So I won't hold you any longer, guys, and I hope you enjoy the video. So, starting off with alphabetical order, we're on Berlin. Now, you'll all know if you've played this map already, but if you haven't played it, then you're going to be looking at these two main buildings for the power positions. So, we'll start off on this side. You can climb up this middle part, hop up the top here. This is going to give you aim over this side of the map, basically. And then also down on the far side, you can get people in a nice little spawn trap here. And, of course, you can jump across to the other side here as well. And you can see even better through the windows. Just lots of little head glitch opportunities, and you can get a nice line of sight on the far steps over there. And you can also jump up if you come here onto the steps, up like that. And then sort of to counter this one, you come up to the other building with a tank on it, and you can climb up just here as I showed in my jumps and spots video. But this is basically gonna, if somebody's camping on that side, you can use this to get to them, or you can also shoot out these sides, and you can see a nice line of sight down towards the docks there. You can break all these windows as well. Also gives you a nice little opportunity to hold this angle here. And it's quite nice that you can move around. You can even shoot out this and get a shot down there below. So up next, we're on to Bokij, or Bokeh. I really have no idea how to pronounce it. But we're going to be looking at this main building here. If you come inside and up the stairs, basically you'll have a good line of sight out the window for anybody coming around the side there. Or if you shoot out a little bit of this wood, straight off the back in the game before it gets destroyed, you can use this as a nice little head glitch to hold people coming from their spawn over there. And this is sort of the main power position, but you can also hold this other building just opposite here. You can come up this side, or you can also go on the other side there. This kind of lets you counteract it, where you get a few different lines of sight, and it's pretty nice, especially on the sort of hard point type of game modes. Now we're on to C, so we're on Castle here. Now, if you've played this map, you'll know how hectic it gets here. But if you can hold this top room, sort of hold this head glitch here, you can see down over the S&D bomb, also the B flag on Domination, and also this main top room here. Gives you nice lines of sight over to the far side. You can also come out this window, sort of on this side of it as well. And of course, you can see down towards the middle map. Just be wary of these trees, as it does let you get sort of shot at sometimes. But if we aren't on this side of the map, and somehow you can get up here without getting killed, if you come out of the window and hop down onto here, across the wall, this also gives you a very nice power position on this side. If you can hold this while the enemies are spawning on this side, it's going to give you good shots over their sort of spawn points, and you can hold the far side here as well. Now, we're on Das House. Now, of course, this map is completely just hectic, so there's not really a main sort of power position, but this sort of set of stairs here, a lot of people like to hold, as it gives you a lot of different angles, so you can hold across the doorway there, and it does give you the opportunity to hold here, but just be wary that it is very easy to get flanked on this, and also if you sort of hold down this main corridor, you can sort of keep the map locked down. But once again, just be wary because there's so many doors on this map. It is kind of hard to hold it down unless you have a team working together on it. So yeah, keep that in mind on this map. So next we're on Decoy. Now, this map's pretty hectic as well, so it's quite fun to play the objective-based games on it. So if you come up to this top room here, you can shoot out all this wood, and you can hold down this far side, but you can even shoot out this bit here, and you can get a nice shot across the mid-map there. But of course, this does come at a disadvantage, because obviously if you blow all this up, you are left with not a lot of cover. But I'd say this is sort of the main power position, but also it does like to kick off over on this side. So if you can get inside of this building, it does give you like good opportunities to sort of hold the far right side there, and even counteract that middle building as well. And that works the same for the opposite side as well. So if you just break through here, you can sort of head glitch behind the cars. But just be wary, a lot of grenades and stuff do get thrown across this area. Demiak, I believe it's pronounced. I really have no idea, so I apologise for that bad name. But pretty much the church is going to be the key point on this map, of course. Pretty self-explanatory, but you can shoot out the window here, or you could come up the ladder as well. But this gives you a lot of head glitches, a lot of angles to work with, but you will be a big target up here if sort of you start killing the enemies, because obviously you're in a key spot. And if you're spawning on the opposite side of the map, this is another good power position just up on this roof. So you can head glitch through this little hole here, and that does let you shoot over the church and hold down any angles. Just be warned to be pushed from this side, because if people flank around, it is kind of hard to stop it really. Next, we're on Desert Siege. Now this is a strange map because I don't see it a lot in the pubs, but maybe that's just me. But a lot of it revolves around this middle building, no matter which way you're coming from. So if the enemies are on that side, you're going to be holding down all these angles. Just be warned that they can push around the trains as well, because you can get quite a bit of cover over there. If the enemies are spawning on the other side, you're probably going to be holding down this balcony area and shooting across towards their spawn really. And you come all the way across and hold down that open area over there. And a bit of an honourable mention as well, really, would be this building. So if you come up the top here, you know, it does give you good opportunity if you're in a spawn trap to shoot across at people and even get a little head glitch on the first building that I showed you. So Dome has some pretty obvious ones. So if you come up on this far side here, it's going to give you shots across the map, and you can hold down the right side as well. And then, of course, to counter this, you're going to be on the opposite side. Now, personally, I prefer holding down this side as well. Gives you the same sort of angles as the other side, but you also get this added little balcony area where you can shoot down across the far side if anybody's flanking. Just be careful with the spawns here, because sometimes you will get random enemies spawning in this back bit, and they can easily come out and sort of shoot you in the back. Up next, we're on Eagle's Nest. Now, this map is a bit of a strange one. It doesn't exactly have a lot of sort of power positions. If you can hold down this side here from this window, it does give you a good chance to sort of hold down the enemies and get some kills. You can also hold down these boxes, which is a nice little power spot, and it does also give you an opportunity to come through the window there. And also from this side, this room here is really good because it holds down the B flag on domination, and also you can see out of this window down there. But also you will get enemies flanking in from that side. And then from the opposite spawn, there isn't really a lot of power positions, but if you can hold down the middle room, once again, that's the same on most maps really, if you can hold down that center part, you're sort of very good there. And then also, to counteract the window, if you come to this far side, you can get a nice little mount spot and just hold down anybody flanking in. So Gather 2, I would say, is one of the maps that has sort of one power spot. I'm sure you all know what this is, because if you played the beta, you probably already hate this spot. But if you can hold down the middle ship, literally there's so many head glitches, you know, you can hold down this far side. And then, of course, everybody's favourite camping spot, if you come up the top here, you do get good line of sights on literally the whole map, no matter where they're spawning in. And just be warned, if you're up here, you're probably going to get grenaded and just targeted, because people hate it so much. But yeah, that's pretty much the only sort of power spot on this map. You can camp inside this building just on this side, but it's probably not as good. And also the hut up the other end, just up there. But they can all sort of be counteracted by being on top of the ship there. Now, we're on to Hotel Royal. So the main spot on this map would probably be behind this bar here. So you want to shoot out the windows, you're going to be able to head glitch over the door there. And it works both ways. This is also the B flag on domination. Obviously, if you're sat behind the bar, you have a really nice head glitch from any angle. Just make sure to stay on your toes when you're in this area, because you're very likely going to get pushed by enemies. But that's sort of the main spot. Be warned also, it is very hectic in there. And now also, if you can hold down this sort of wing side here, that eliminates a lot of the angles that enemies can push from. And of course, if you're spawning the other side, once again, it does reverse like so. So now we're on Numa. Now I know a lot of people do really hate this map, but I'd say the main sort of power spot would be anywhere around this middle area. You know, you can hold down on a lot of different head glitches. You can head glitch this middle part here. That's going to give you good cover from the side. But also, once again, you know, there is a lot of flanking opportunities on this one. So you can get on the head glitches and hold down the spawn there. You can also go up that tree, but I wouldn't really call it a power position, because you can easily get shot. And then if you're coming from this side, you can get on the head glitches on this side as well. But yeah, just this map is pure chaos, so I wouldn't really call it the best power positions, but there is a lot of spots where you can hop on and just mow down the enemies. Next we're on Oasis. Now if you're spawning on this side, this window here is always a nice spot to hold down the mid-map there, but also, you know, you don't get full sort of shot over the map. But this middle section here, you do get hard point here on the domination flag. If you can hold down this angle, no matter which side the enemies are spawning, you've got really good cover. And if you can get a teammate through there on this side as well, you know, you really will not get pushed out of this area unless somebody's really good and cracked. But if you're spawning on this side, you know, you can come up onto this window, very similar to that first spot which I showed you. So if you bust open the window, you can actually counteract the first window that I showed you as well. And just a bit of an honourable mention as well, once again, if we come up to the far side of this map, there's always a gunfight going on over here, but you can get on nice head glitches behind the rocks, also behind this truck, but be warned, all this can be shot out, and you can get shot from underneath. But it is a good one to think about, because you do also get a hard point up here as well. And to counteract it, if you come on top of the tank, you can get on the head glitch as well. And this even lets you shoot across the mid-map as well, because it's quite open on the middle of this map, so it's good. Well, it's very important to get a good spot to sit in. So Red Star is also another one that a lot of people seem to dislike. Maybe it's because we played it so much on the beta. But if you come up onto this building, of course, it's pretty obvious this one, but if you hold down the windows up here, you know, you can see across the whole of mid-map. Hold down that spawn from that side and counteract sort of the main power position where I'm about to show you. And also, you do get a shot over here through this window as well. But let's go back down the stairs. And we're going to go to the next spot now. So if you come down the far left, there always seems to be gunfights going on over here. So there is quite a few good power positions on this map. But you'll get a lot of enemies sort of holding down that angle over there. So you can come up onto this roof. Just be warned, you don't have a lot of cover from over there. But it does give you a good mount opportunity to hold down that hole there and across here. And then you'll get a lot of enemies sort of sat here in this window on the nice head glitch. It's quite hard to counteract this one, so just be warned. And also even just sort of standing in this gateway there. And then, of course, the sort of key one that most people will sit in, especially with a sniper. If you come up to this top roof here, and you're going to be able to see the whole map pretty much, apart from obviously below you. But you can see across there. And then if you jump out here, you can see behind the bus. And also across to the first spot, which I showed you. Which I'd say this is probably the main power spot on this map. But yeah, it's a good one to keep down if you haven't already played. If you've played sub-pens, then there's probably only one room that comes to mind. And that, of course, is going to be this main spot up here. Pretty much this is the main power spot of this map. I'm sort of the only one. You know, you can hold down angles coming from, I think it's A domination over here. If you can hold that down, and then you can see over to B, and C would be over there. But yeah, if you can get a couple of you sat in this room, it's very hard to push. Of course, you can hold this side as well. I just like how there's two sort of ways into the building as well, on each side. So it does give you a little bit of a chance to sort of get through and have different lines of sight. But if you hold down this room, then you pretty much win in the game and you dominate the map. And you can just control however the enemies spawn as well if you can hold down the pushes. But yeah, just keep in mind that is the best spot on this map. Now, last but not least, we're on to Tuscan. Of course, you want to be around the centre map on this one. So if you can come up into the top church here, you get a very good spot over the middle of the map. And also the search bomb goes there. And you can come up across here. And it does just give you a good opportunity to hold down all the angles on the map. And there's also this back ladder here, so keep that in mind. I'd say this is the main building to hold down, really. But if you do spawn on the other side, you can come through this building just here. And that's going to give you a bit of an opportunity to take out anybody sat in that main spot. And once again, this one also leads across the back. Gives you a lot of flanking opportunities. And yeah, that's pretty much all of it. So guys, that's the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed. Obviously, this is aimed towards beginner players, as I said at the start. Mainly this series is going to be sort of aimed towards newer players and people looking to improve, as I am just here sort of wanting to help you guys improve your game. And I do find these videos a lot of fun to make. Obviously, as the series is going to go on, we're going to get more advanced with the tips and tricks, and I'm just going to try and help you guys as much as I can. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and also comment down below, and also subscribe for more coming soon, as we're on the road to 400 subscribers. I never really thought I'd ever get this many. Obviously it's not a lot compared to the bigger YouTubers, but I'm very grateful for all of you. But also let me know what other sort of tips you'd like to see me cover in this series as it goes on, as I got a lot of ideas already, but I'd also like to hear your suggestions. So guys, I'll thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.